Shanti. Good morning.
Shanti.
So today is Murli for 17th January 25. The essence is, sweet children, you are the most valuable servants of Bharat. On the basis of Srimad, you use your bodies, minds, and wealth to make it into the kingdom of Ram. So Baba is saying that you are the most serviceable servants of Bharat. On the basis of Srimad, you use your bodies, mind, and wealth to make it into the kingdom of Ram. So we use our bodies, mind, and wealth in a worthwhile way to serve. And that's how we make it into the kingdom of Ram, which is not Silver Age, but kingdom established by Supreme God, which is Satya. Question is, what is the true spiritual service that you children are now doing? What is the true spiritual service that you children are now doing? Answer. By following Srimad, you children are establishing a pure land of happiness in an incognito way. This is your true spiritual service of Bharat. By following the unlimited Father Srimad, you are liberating everyone from Ravan's jail. For this, you are becoming pure and making others pure. So, this is our spiritual service, a true spiritual service. One is we become pure and make others pure. We are following the Father Srimad and converting Bharat into a pure land of happiness in an incognito way. Nobody knows what's going on, what are we doing. So Baba says that we are also liberating everyone from the jail of Ravan. Song is Show the Path to the Blind, O God. So, who is blind? It's not about this blindness, but it is the blindness of the soul, where the soul is not using the third eye. So, the third eye is asleep. So, it's like blind, they can't see the path. So, people call out to God that God, please come, show me the path. And that's why when Baba comes, the first thing he does is gives us a third eye of knowledge. He opens our third eye. And when our third eye is open, then we are able to see the path that God is showing us. Om Shanti. There is such a big difference between saying the words, O Prabhu, O God, O Supreme Soul, and saying the word Baba, Father. There is, right? There is so much regard in saying, O God, O Prabhu, whereas the word Father is very ordinary. There are many fathers. Even in prayers, people say Prabhu, O God. Why do they not say Baba? After all, he is the Supreme Father. It is as if the word Father becomes suppressed and the word Supreme Soul become more important. So what has happened is, over a period of time, we have forgotten that we have a relationship with God, that He is our Father. But more and more use of the word Bhagwan or Paramatma or Ishwar, these are words that are used. So people call out, Oh God, show the path to the blind. Souls say, Baba, show us the path to liberation and liberation in life. The word Prabhu is so great, whereas the word Father is very ordinary. You understand that the Father comes and explains to you. In the physical world, there are many fathers. People even call out, You are the mother and father. These words are very ordinary. They actually don't even mean when they say, You are the mother and father. So it has become very ordinary. By saying God or Prabhu, people think, what can he not do? When they say God, Prabhu, that means he's high up above. There's nothing that he can't do. So that these words have weightage. So you children know that the Father has now come. The Father shows you a very elevated, easy path. The Father says, O my children, by following Ravan's dictates and by sitting on the pyre of lust, you have been totally burnt. I have now come to purify you and take you back home. This is why you call out to the Father to come and make you pure from impure. The Father says, I have come to serve you. All of you children are also on spiritual service of Bharat. No one except you is able to do this service. It is for Bharat that you do it. No one except you are able to do this service. Why? Because no one other than us are connected to God. Understand that God is our Supreme Father and claim our inheritance. Become pure and share this with others. No one does this. So it is for Bharat that you do it. You become pure by following Srimad and you also make Bharat pure. Bapu Gandhi ji also wanted the kingdom of Ram to come. He would say, right? Ram Rajya, Ram Rajya. So kingdom of Ram should come. So what is the kingdom of Ram? It is the time of happiness. It is a time of peace. Now, no human being is able to create the kingdom of Ram. Otherwise, why would they call out to God as the purifier? Now, you children have so much love for Bharat. You are the ones who do true service of Bharat in particular and the whole world in general. You know that you are once again making Bharat into the kingdom of Ram, which Gandhi ji wanted. So, we are serving Bharat in particular and the whole world in general because Satyug is coming on the land of Bharat. The world that will be, the continent that will come together is called Bharat. That is when Satyug will be there. So we are serving to transform this land of Bharat. It's not just India, but it is Bharat. So Baba says that you know that you are once again making Bharat into kingdom of Ram. He was the father of limited, which Gandhiji wanted. So Gandhiji was the father of a limited nation, whereas that one, Shiv Baba, is the father of the unlimited. He does unlimited service. Only you children know this. Some amongst you also have the intoxication number wise that you are creating the kingdom of Ram. You are government servants. You are creating a divine government. So we are servants of Bharat. We are also, Baba saying, government servants because we are creating a divine government. Because in golden age, what is government in golden age? What is governance in golden age? It's the kingdom of emperor and empress, Lakshmi and Narayan. Narayan the emperor, Lakshmi the empress. So it is the kingdom. So governance is through a kingdom. But is there any strict policies and all that in golden age? No, not needed because everyone knows who they are. Everyone is very aware of what they need to do. There, no one will try to get into someone else's business or try to take away their business and all of those things. No, all that doesn't happen. So there are no policies or anything. But governance happens in the form of like divine governance, right? So Lakshmi and Narayana are there as the the empress and the emperor, and it's just that they are there as the head, no? It's more like this family, even though there are subjects who live outside of the palace, but they treat the emperor and empress as the family. And they treat everybody as family. So that's how it happens. So it's like divine governance. So you're creating a divine government. You have intoxication for Bharat. You understand that it used to be a pure land in the golden age and that it is now impure. You know that you are now creating a pure land, a land of happiness through the Father, and that too in an incognito way. That's why we are shown near the roots in the picture of Kalpa tree. The roots of a tree are underneath, right? Under the earth. So they are hidden. So, in the same way, we Baba's children who are tapasvis are hidden. People know that, okay, we do meditation, or BrahmaKumaris, they practice meditation, they teach Raj Yoga, they do service, okay. But what is all this for? They don't know. What is happening behind all of this? uh, They don't know. So we are bringing, we are transforming to land of happiness in an incognito way through the father, because the root is the closest to the seed, and the seed of this tree is Shiv Baba. So we are closest to the seed. We are receiving nourishment from the seed. So you also receive Shrimat in an incognito way. You are doing this for the government of Bharat. By following Shrimat, you are doing the most elevated service of Bharat with your bodies, minds, and wealth. Many from the Congress party went to jail, but there is no need for you to go to jail. Yours is a spiritual matter. Hmm. So, pre independence, there was this Congress party, they would, right, have these gatherings or fight against the British to get independence. And many of them were thrown into jail. But here Baba says that we are not fighting for freedom from Ravan, huh, but even our fight is in an incognito way. Our fight is our fight is with Maya or Ravan directly, but inside, incognito way. So we are not bringing freedom or independence, and we don't in that physical way or going into jail. Yours is a spiritual matter. Your war is against the five vices of Ravan, the one who rules the kingdom for the entire earth. So right now, there's Ravan's kingdom on the world. This is your army. That Lanka is a small island, whereas this world is an unlimited island or Lanka. By following the unlimited Father Srimad, you liberate everyone from Ravan's jail. So now in the story where Sita, Ravan kidnaps Sita and takes her to his kingdom, which is Lanka, which is the land called Lanka. So Baba says it's not about just this island, which is called Lanka, but the whole world now is under Ravan's kingdom. So the whole world is Ravan's kingdom. And what he has done is he has kidnapped all the souls from their true awareness, shifted their awareness, and everyone is in Ravan's jail. But they don't realize that they are in Ravan's jail. Some do, some don't. So Baba says that we are helping God to liberate all these souls from Ravan's jail. So it's not just about the one Sita being liberated, but all souls who are trapped in Ravan's jail. You know that this impure world has to be destroyed anyway. You are Shiv Shaktis. You Gopis, that is the brothers, are also Shiv Shaktis. You are doing great service of Bharat in an incognito way. As you make progress, everyone will come to know about this. Your service based on Srimad is spiritual. You are incognito. So as time progresses, Baba says everybody will know of this spiritual service that we do. The government does not know that you BrahmaKumaris are making Bharat into a most elevated land of truth with your minds, bodies, and wealth. Bharat used to be a land of truth, but it is now a land of falsehood. Only the one Father is the truth. It is said, God is truth. He is giving you true teachings in order to change each of you from an ordinary human into Narayan. So, if God is truth, then God only speaks the truth. He will give us true knowledge, true teachings to change you from ordinary human into Narayan. The Father says, I made you into Narayan from an ordinary human in the previous cycle too. They have written such tall stories in the Ramayana. It says that Ram took an army of monkeys to fight with Ravan. So here Ram, which is the supreme soul, God, uses this army of monkeys, which is all of us, who had monkey-like intellects, but now Baba transforms us, and this army is used to serve the world, liberate all the other Sitas from Ravan's jail. Previously, you were all like monkeys. It wasn't a question of just one Sita. The father explains how he destroys the kingdom of Ravan and establishes the kingdom of Ram. There's no question of any difficulty in this. People spend so much money on creating effigies of Ravan and then burning them. No, on the day of Dashera, especially in India, they create these tall effigies of Ravan, and they burn, thinking that this Ravan had kidnapped Sita, who is our mother Sita. So they burn Ravan. The Baba says, but they don't understand that this Ravan has kidnapped all of us also, not just the one Sita, but this Ravan kidnapped everyone. So they do not understand anything. Many eminent people go and watch that. Foreigners are also invited to come and watch it, but they don't understand anything. The father now explains all of these things. And so you children have enthusiasm in your hearts for doing true spiritual service of Bharat. The rest of the world is following Ravan's dictates, whereas you are following Ram's dictates. We are following Ram's dictate. Ram is Shiv Baba. Whether you say Ram or Shiv, it is the same thing. God has been given many names. You children are Bharat's most valuable servants who are following Srimad. This Ram, the title of Ram, is different from the silver-aged King Ram. The Ram who is shown as the husband of Sita, that Ram is different. And this is the title of Ram given to Shiv Baba. People call out, O purifier, come and purify us. You know how much happiness you receive in Golden Age. You receive limitless treasures. Even the average lifespan there is very long. There they are yogis, whereas here all are bhogis, that is, those who indulge in sensual pleasures. There they are pure, whereas here they are impure. There is difference of day and night between Golden Age and Iron Age. Sri Krishna too is called a yogi. He's called yogi. They also call him a Mahatma, a great soul. But he is the true Mahatma. It is his praise of being full of all virtues that is sung. Both that soul and his body are pure. So Baba is differentiating between Krishna, being the divine soul, Ram of Silver Age, and Shiv Baba, who is also called Ram. So three different. So both that soul and his body are pure. Krishna. Sannyasis are born to householders through vice and then they become sannyasis. The father now explains these aspects to you. So why Krishna is called Mahatma, or why Krishna is truly great soul? Because first, the soul is born not out of any vice, pure. The birth is pure. His parents did not indulge in vice to give birth to Krishna. He's born out of power of yoga. He's born through power of yoga. So that's why Krishna is also called yogi. Krishna is a yogi soul. Not that he remembers God, but he's born through the power of yoga. So Baba says that's why he's called pure, the Mahatma, great soul. Sannyasis in this world are called Mahatmas, but they are not actually great souls because they are not born out of purity. So they are born to householders who indulge in vice. The Father now explains these aspects to you. At this time, people are unrighteous and unhappy. What they were in Golden Age, they were religious and righteous. They were 100% solvent and ever happy. There's the difference of day and night. Only you know this accurately. No one is able to know how Bharat became hell from heaven. They worship Lakshmi and Narayan, they build temples to them, but they don't understand anything. The Father continues to tell you that you can explain to those who have a good position, and you can also explain these things to Birla, how Lakshmi and Narayan achieved their status, and what they did that temples are being built to them. This industrialist Birla was instrumental in building these huge temples to Lakshmi and Narayan in Delhi. So they're called Birla Temple. A huge temple, free land, lot of land around. So Baba says, explain to Birla that the temple who is building for Lakshmi and Narayan, who were they and how they claimed their position. So how they claimed to become Lakshmi and Narayan, how they claimed their status. To worship someone without knowing his occupation is like worshipping a stone idol. That is the worship of dolls. Those of other religions know that Christ came at such and such a time, and they believe that he will come again. Therefore, you children should have a great deal of inner spiritual intoxication. You spirits should have this happiness. You have been body conscious for half a cycle. The Father says, now become bodiless. Consider yourselves to be souls. I, the soul, am listening to the Father. In order, in other satsangs, they never think that the spiritual father is sitting there and explaining to spirits. No, right? In other satsangs, in other gatherings, they go, they know that this one is the guru or this sannyasi who is giving these teachings. And they don't consider that it is God teaching. But when we come into this gathering, we know that this is Shiv Baba's versions, right? This Murli is God's versions, not any human being. It is the spirit, the soul that listens to everything. The soul says, I am a prime minister, I am so and so. That soul says through his body that he is the prime minister. You now say that you souls are making effort to become the deities of heaven. I am a soul and this is my body. It takes great effort to become soul conscious. If you repeatedly consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father, all your sins will be absolved. You are the most obedient servants of God. You perform this task in an incognito way. You should also have the incognito intoxication that you are spiritual servants of this godly government. You are making Bharat into heaven. Bapuji also wanted there to be a new Bharat in the new world. He wanted New Delhi. This is not a new world now. This old Delhi is going to become a graveyard and it will then become a land of angels. From Kabristan to become Paristan. So Kabristan is graveyard where everybody is going to leave their bodies, and it will turn into land of angels, Paristan. So Baba says you cannot call it a land of angels now. You are creating New Delhi, a land of angels for a new world. So, in many years ago, Delhi was just Delhi, where the Red Fort is, and now where all these landmarks are there. Delhi used to be the capital of the Mughals, and later on even the British. So Baba says that, you know, after Britishers left, they created this new Delhi. They modified the roads, they created the new parliament building, they created the president's house, all of this, like all of this was new. So Baba says that they transformed, they changed a lot of these things, and then they started calling it as New Delhi. So Baba says, but there's old Delhi and there's New Delhi. But Baba says that it's not actually new, it's still the same land. So New Delhi, new world will be in the new world, in golden age. So Baba says that New Delhi will be in new world. So these aspects have to be understood very clearly. You should not forget these things. It is such an elevated task to make Bharat into a land of happiness again. According to the drama plan, the world has to become old. It is now a land of sorrow. Only the one Father is called the remover of sorrow and bestower of happiness. You know that the Father comes every 5,000 years to make sorrowful Bharat happy. He gives happiness as well as peace. People also ask how they can have peace of mind. They have so many peace conferences. Everybody wants peace of mind. So Baba says now peace can only exist in the land of peace, the sweet home. So for anybody who wants peace of mind, travel to the home, travel to the land of peace. That's how we will become more and more peaceful. It can only be attained in our home, which is the land of peace. It is called the land of silence, where there is no sound or sorrow. Even the sun and moon, etc., don't exist there. You children now have all of this knowledge. The Father has come as your obedient servant. However, no one knows the Father at all. People call anyone a great soul, but there can be no great soul now, only in heaven. They call many people, right, great soul. They call Gandhi ji as Mahatma, great soul. But Baba says no one is great soul. Only souls in heaven are great soul. Why? Because first, they imbibe purity. Second, they did this service of transforming the world into new world, incognito service. Souls there are pure, and because they are pure, they also have peace and prosperity. They don't have purity now, and so they have nothing. There is regard for purity. Deities are pure, which is why people bow down in front of the idols for them. Pure ones are pure, and impure ones are impure. That one is the unlimited Bapuji of everyone. That one, Shiv Baba, is the unlimited Bapuji, unlimited father of everyone in the world. Even a mayor can be called the father of a city. So Baba says, yeah, you can call father of city, father of the nation, but only God, only Shiv Baba, the unlimited father, is the father of the world, of all the souls. Such things do not exist there. The kingdom there functions according to the law. People call out, O purifier, come. The father says, now become pure. Then they ask, how is this possible? How would children be born? How would the world population grow? They don't realize that Lakshmi and Narayan are completely viceless. You children have to tolerate so much opposition. Right? Very interestingly, people will ask all these questions when you say that, oh, you have that remain pure. And they'll be like, how will the population grow if everybody remains pure? It's not about everybody, it's about you. Hmm. First, you remain pure. Don't worry about the world. Yeah, we start thinking about the world. Oh, how will this happen? How will that happen? I have to practice it. Let me practice it. And let's see what happens in the world. We still see that even though Baba came in 1936, gave this knowledge, so many people remained pure, but did the population stop growing? No. In the last 70, 80 years, the population has grown so much, right? So it's not about that if I remain pure, the population stops growing. So Baba says, don't worry about the population. Don't worry about how the world will grow, what will happen to the world. Huh? So whatever happened in the drama in the previous cycle will repeat. There will be opposition to all this purity. We know, right? How when Shiv Baba spoke through Brahma and said that now everybody should follow purity, and what happened at that time in the community, right? They were opposed so much, they were threatened, they were stoned, they were right. Brahma Baba was defamed so much, so much happened. Baba says it's according to the drama. It is not that you have to stand still because of the drama and think that you will receive it if it is in the drama. Would you pass at school by sitting idly in that way? You won't just sit, right? If it's in the drama, I will pass. If it's in the drama, I will eat. No, but I still have to perform some action. I still have to make some effort. So people have to continue to make effort for everything. Without making effort, you cannot even obtain water. Whatever effort you make second by second is for your reward. You have to make unlimited effort in order to have unlimited happiness. It is now the night of Brahma, and so it is also the night of Brahmins. Then it will be the day of Brahmins. You used to study this in the scriptures, but you did not understand anything. This Baba himself used to relate the Ramayana and Bhagavad, etc. He used to sit like a pandit. You now understand that that is the path of devotion. Devotion is separate from this knowledge. The father says, you have all become ugly by sitting on the pyre of lust. Sri Krishna is also called the Sham Sundar, the ugly and the beautiful one, because the soul from pure became impure. So, worshippers are those with blind faith. There is so much worship of evil. To worship someone's body means to worship the five elements. That is called adulterated worship. Devotion was initially unadulterated. There was worship of Shiv alone. Just look at the things people worship now. They worship stones, they worship trees, they worship people, other human beings, right? So, worship, devotion is so much out of blind faith, and it has degraded also so much. The Father shows many wonders and he also explains this knowledge to you. He's making you into flowers from thorns. That is called a garden of flowers. So, Golden Age is the garden of flowers. And flowers meaning of these souls who are fragrant like flowers. No one will prick. There are no thorns in Golden Age. No one will prick each other with vices. No, everybody is just spreading their fragrance of virtues. And that's Golden Age. There was a Pathan watchman who lived in Karachi. He would go into trance. He would say, I went to heaven and Khuda, that is God, gave me a flower. He experienced great pleasure. It was a wonder. People talk of the seven wonders of the world. In fact, heaven is the wonder of the world. No one knows this. You have received such first class knowledge, and so you should have so much happiness. Babdada is the highest, and yet he remains so simple. When they sing that he is incorporeal and egoless, It is the Father's praise that is sung. It is Shiv Baba's praise. When they sing the praise that he is nirbhar, nirvair. He is egoless, he is viceless. The Father has to come to serve you. A father always serves his children, gives them wealth and property, and then he goes into stage of retirement. He sits his children on his head. That means he pampers them so much. You children become the masters of the world. You will go to your sweet home and then go down and claim your sweet kingdom. The father says, I do not receive a kingdom. Only the one Father is the true altruistic server. Only God, the Supreme Father, is the true altruistic server. He doesn't serve us because he wants anything from us in return. He says, I don't even come to golden age. So he doesn't want anything from us. When we remember Baba, it is for us that we remember Baba. We are not doing him a favor by remembering him. Therefore, you children should have so much happiness, but Maya makes you forget. You should not forget such a great Bap Dada. There is so much intoxication in having the grandfather's property. No, some children, some people, when they receive antiques or when they receive their grandfather's property, so much pride, right? This is happening from generation, from our grandfather's time. Some businesses, right? They have like so many generations in the business, and they say, this is our fourth generation in the business, this is our fifth generation doing this business. So it's as if the grandfather's no property inheritance they have received. So here, who is our grandfather? It is Shiv Baba who is our grandfather, right? And we are getting his property, which is the virtues that he has. So today we can experience Baba as our grandfather, because grandfathers pamper grandchildren a lot. No, grandparents, they pamper grandchildren. So make Baba your grandparent today. You have found Shiv Baba. It is his property. The Father says, remember me and imbibe divine virtues. You have to remove all devilish traits. They sing, I am without virtues. I have no virtues. There's also an organization called the Institution of Those Without Virtues. There's an organization that is called Without Virtues, Nirgun. So now no one understands the meaning of that. To be without virtues means to have no virtues, but they do not understand that. The Father says that you children only have to explain one thing. Say, we are on the service of Bharat. We are following the Srimad of the one who is the Bapuji, the father of all. This is why the Srimad Bhagavad Gita is remembered. When Swami Vivekananda said that the Bhagavad Gita is the foundation of all the other scriptures, because the Bhagavad Gita has true knowledge of the soul and God. But even though people read the Bhagavad Gita now, but they don't understand what is this knowledge that is given in Bhagavad Gita. And because they inserted Sri Krishna's name in Bhagavad Gita, that is, Krishna spoke the Gita, then Bhagavad Gita just became a Hindu scripture. So now people call it as a Hindu scripture. But Bhagavad Gita actually is the scripture. It's actually a knowledge book for everyone, because the knowledge in the Bhagavad Gita talks about how to conduct our lives, how to connect to God, one God, the Supreme. It's not Krishna, it's the Supreme Soul, point of light. But because they have written Krishna's name, it became a Hindu scripture. Acha, to you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual children,
Spiritual children
and the
and
spiritual children
Spiritual
say
children say namaste
namaste to the
to the
spiritual
spiritual
father.
father.
Essence for dharana. What are you going to practice today? Just as the highest Bapdada is simple, so you have to become very simple, incorporeal, and egoless in the same way. So become simple, incorporeal, and egoless. Churn this first-class knowledge that you receive from the Father. So throughout the day, keep churning this knowledge. Have wonder. Oh, wow. I'm becoming so pure. I am so special. I am this. Baba, you're making me this. I was bowing down in front of the deities and now I'm becoming divine. Right? So having that intoxication and happiness, that what am I becoming? In order to attain unlimited happiness in this drama, because every scene of drama changes. So in order to attain unlimited happiness in this drama, which repeats identically, make unlimited effort. Don't become lazy in making effort. Do not stop making effort or leave everything to the drama. You definitely have to make effort for your reward. Don't just leave it. People call destiny or drama and they say, oh, if it's supposed to happen, it will happen. If it's in the drama, it will happen. Don't just leave it and not make any effort. No, I have to make effort. I have to go to school. I have to study. Otherwise, how will I get a degree? So don't just stop making effort. That's called laziness. Today's blessing. May you make the atmosphere powerful. May you make the atmosphere powerful with your spiritual endeavor, which is sadhana, for having an angelic form. So we are making the spiritual endeavor of having an angelic form and thereby become an avyak angel. So the more I practice that I am an angel, walking angel, moving angel, I'm serving everyone through my thoughts. I'm serving nature, serving this atmosphere through my thoughts. Then we become an angel. So may you make the atmosphere powerful with your spiritual endeavor of having an angelic form and thereby become an avyakt angel. The way to make the atmosphere powerful is to make spiritual endeavor with your angelic form. So this is our practice today. I am an angel. I am a double light angel. Through my lightness, I'm serving everyone. Whoever I see, I have good wishes for them. Repeatedly pay attention to this because, however, you make spiritual endeavor, you have to pay attention to that. So, to make spiritual endeavor of the avyakt form means that repeatedly you have to do the tapasya of paying attention. So, we have to pay attention, whether it is connecting to Baba, whether it is being in Paramdham, whether it is the practice of an angel while performing actions, meeting people. So Baba says, pay attention. Therefore, keep the blessing of becoming an avyakt angel in your awareness and do the tapasya of making the atmosphere powerful.
Mouth is really dry.
Whoever, whoever comes Whoever comes in front of you will then go beyond anything physical and all wasteful matters. So now, when I am in my angelic stage, then whoever comes in front of me will not have any dirty thought, any vicious thoughts, any wrong thoughts, or anything, because now they are experiencing the vibrations from me. Because if I am in my angelic awareness, then others will also experience that, and automatically the way they will speak to me will be different. Slogan: in order to reveal the Almighty Authority Father, increase your power of concentration. In order to reveal who is teaching me, who is empowering me. If I want to reveal God to others, then increase the power of concentration. See, concentration is not that I'm concentrating and then I forget everything about what's going on. No, no. Concentration is being present. To understand, right? When children have to concentrate while studying, that doesn't mean that you are in a different world somewhere else, and you don't know what you're reading or studying. To concentrate means to be in the present, not be somewhere else. The story of Dadi Janki, one of the sisters was coming to the center and she got late. So the class was over by the time she came. So then Dadi asked her, "What happened? Why were you? Why did you come late?" So she said, "Dadi, I was in the bus and I was in lost in so much of Baba's remembrance that I missed my stop." So Dadi said that if you were truly in Baba's remembrance, you would have not missed your stop. That means you will be very aware of what needs to be done. So remembrance or meditation is being aware, being in the present moment, being in the present moment. And that is meditation, right? So we have to understand that concentration means being in the present. That's when I can reveal the Father. Today's point of service: just as you set a timetable for your physical activities according to each daily program, in the same way, also set a program to have a powerful stage of your mind. The busier you keep your mind in having powerful thoughts, the less your mind will have time to get upset. Constantly to have a set mind means to be concentrated, and so your good vibrations will automatically spread everywhere and service will take place. To have your mind set in what kind of thoughts I want to create. To keep the mind, otherwise, the mind will be busy in creating waste thoughts. But let me give a program to the mind that, okay, let's create these thoughts. This is the thought that we want to create. So that's how our vibrations will be based on the thoughts we create. And this is how I can serve everywhere I go. Shan? Om Shanti. So today we will pay attention to making extra effort, right? Don't just sit saying that, "Oh, if it's meant to happen, it will happen. If it's in the drama, it will happen." Right? I remember when I went to Sister Geeta in Washington, D.C., and when I told her that I want to surrender to this, I want to surrender to this path. And she looked at me and she said, "If it's meant to happen, it will happen." Now, I could have just sat thinking that, oh, if it's meant to happen, it will happen. No, but I was making effort. I was walking on this path. I was connecting to Baba. I was walking the spiritual journey, right? And that's how then, if it's meant to happen, it happens. But there is some effort that we need to make. I cannot just leave, even as simple as eating food. If I'm supposed to eat, I will eat. No, I will have to make effort. Even if someone puts it in the mouth, but I still have to make the effort of opening my mouth. I still have to make the effort of chewing the food, right? So we have to make some effort, even breathing, consciously or unconsciously. We are breathing. That's also an effort, right? So we have to make effort, but just choose what effort I want to make, right? So in the same way, Baba says that don't leave everything on destiny or drama, but I choose my destiny. I create my destiny. Okay. And then today we'll practice becoming simple, simple, egoless, and incorporeal. The three words of Brahma Baba were egoless, viceless, and incorporeal. And today Baba is saying simple. So becoming simple, simple in my ways, simple in my thoughts. Sometimes we create lot of thoughts and make it very complicated. We complicate our own lives. Little things we make it into big. So we actually complicate things. So Baba says, keep things simple today. Think simple, be simple, make your life simple. Don't expand it too much. Don't go into a lot of expansions. Keep it simple. So this could be your mantra. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Let me keep it simple. Even like the meals you cook, keep it simple. Hmm? Okay. So now let's remember Baba, becoming angel. So creating the consciousness that I am an angel. I, the soul, the sparkling light. I am in this body and I detach my awareness from this body. This body is filled with light. The physical skin, this physical body just disappears. And I am in this body of light. See yourself walking around, moving around in this transparent light body. I am an angel who is helper of God. Baba has chosen me to help him in world transformation, to serve the world. Through my angelic awareness, I love and respect everyone. My drishti radiates love and acceptance. My spiritual birth is for serving humanity, is to serve the world. As an angel, my thoughts, my feelings, my vibrations, my attitude is pure. I see everyone as God's child, as my brother soul, and I continue to serve everyone with love and free and liberated. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.